Mike here with Mike's Moto. We are out in the garage. Normally I would film this outside, but we are in Dallas where it's basically 110, which is like 3 feet from hell when you have, 70, 80, 90% humidity. So for the interest of time and for editing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the 3 bolts underneath to hold the fender eliminator. Of course, we're going to take our seat cowl off, and then I'll bring the video back where we're zoomed in and we're actually installing the MotoDynamic parts, as well as pop out the vents and get the rear section going for the rear LED turn signals as well. So we'll be right back. Okay, here we are. We have the seat cowl off, and what we're essentially just going to do is we're going to basically just take this notched rubber zip tie, latch, whatever, pull it, unbuckle it, pull off the wiring harness, unplug the system from the rear, and then we're going to start removing our bolts, because we have the 3 underside bolts, as everyone is well aware, for the fender eliminator or for the rear fender to install the fender eliminator. And it'll be easiest as well to do the seat. Okay, so as per the instructions for the fender eliminator kit, what we'll need to do is, after we've unplugged our main harness, we're going to go ahead and we're going to feed in our LED light, plate light, on the MotoDynamic fender eliminator. Okay, so we'll get started with that and we'll be right back. Okay, now that we've got it kind of fed in, you'll notice the LEDs have a slight back plate on them, so you'll know which flat surface goes to the upper portion of the fender eliminator, so that the LEDs themselves are facing down on the plate. So we'll get those fed in, and we will just screw the bolts, screw the nuts in on the rear, and follow right up. All right. Now, how clean is that, guys? 3 little bolts right there. That's ridiculous, right? Look at that. Simple, simple, simple. Now we'll feed our line up through the main hole here, through the bottom of the belly of the tail section, and then we will get started with our invent and wire it all together to the harness. Okay? Okay, guys, for me, I went ahead and removed the entire tail section, as you can see, and I popped off the bottoms vents, and I have installed the turn signal vents. Now, the only thing that you're going to need to remember, for whatever reason, as the leads come out from each side, and they clip together, blue to blue, etc., etc., for whatever reason, on the main wiring harness that they send, you'll notice it's blue to yellow and yellow to the blue lead. Don't know why they're reversed like that, but if you wire them blue to blue and yellow to yellow, here at the main wiring harness, they're actually reversed. But other than that, it's, like I said, it's plug and play, all plug and play. Unscrew a few bolts, be firm but gentle, remove the vents, and pop in the turn signals. Flush and beautiful. And then we will get our fender eliminator back on, as well as this tail section, and plug everything back in and take a look, show you what we're doing. Well, as you can see, I fed it back in. Haven't pushed it all the way up. Obviously, this will connect to your rear brake light. These are the connections for the turn signals, and basically they will plug in to the main harness here, to the main harness that MotoDynamic has supplied you. And then what I'll do is I'll continue to slide it all down, flush, get my zip ties, zip tie it all together, do our plate light, put our MotoDynamic fender eliminator back on, plug it up, slide it, make it clean, and give you an update. Okay guys, now put the license plate on our Fender Eliminator. Look at how clean that is. It's ridiculous. Super simple, super clean. And as you can tell, all I did is follow the instructions. Plug everything in, plugged in the rear light, plugged in the tail light for the plate as well as the turn signals. Took zip ties and just zip tied my resistors and my wires together, make everything nice and clean.